Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cybernet. Today, we're diving into the world of cybersecurity to discuss a critical topic, DNS poisoning attacks. DNS, or the domain name system, is like the internet's phone book. It translates human-readable domain names, like google.com, into IP addresses that computers use to find websites. Without DNS, the internet as we know it wouldn't function. Imagine you want to visit a website, like www.example.com. You type it into your browser, and behind the scenes, your computer sends a DNS query to a DNS resolver. The resolver looks up the IP address associated with www.example.com and returns it to your computer. Now, DNS poisoning attacks come into play when malicious actors manipulate this process, causing your computer to go to the wrong website, often a malicious one. So, how does DNS poisoning work? Let's break it down step by step. Attacker identifies a target. First, the attacker identifies a specific DNS resolver to target, like one operated by your Internet Service Provider, ISP. Manipulating DNS records, the attacker sends fraudulent DNS queries to the resolver, trying to insert incorrect DNS information into the resolver's cache. They provide false IP address information for a domain name. Cache pollution. If successful, the resolver stores this malicious DNS data in its cache. So, when someone else tries to access the same domain, they get redirected to the attacker's server. Redirecting traffic, this allows the attacker to intercept and potentially manipulate the traffic, for instance, directing users to a fake website to steal login credentials. Real-life consequences of DNS poisoning can be devastating. Let's take a look at some notable cases. In 2018, a group of thieves managed to launch a DNS poisoning attack on AWS to reroute traffic from several domains hosted on this system. One of the most notable of these attacks centered around the cryptocurrency website MyEtherWallet. These attacks can lead to financial losses, compromised user data, and damage to a company's reputation. It's crucial to take steps to prevent them. Now, let's talk about how to prevent DNS poisoning attacks. DNS filtering with pfSense. pfSense allows you to set up DNS filtering to block access to malicious or unwanted websites. You can create custom DNS rules to blacklist known malicious domains. DNS over TLS, and DNS over HTTPS, DO, implement encrypted DNS protocols like and DO to secure DNS communication between your network and trusted DNS resolvers. This prevents eavesdropping and man-in-the-middle attacks. DSEC, Domain Name System Security Extensions. DSEC adds a layer of security by digitally signing DNS records, ensuring their authenticity. Enable DSEC for your domain if you're a website owner. Use trusted DNS resolvers. Choose reputable DNS resolvers, such as those provided by major ISPs or trusted third-party providers. For example, Google's DNS 8.8.8.8 or Cloudflare's 1.1.1.1. Regular updates. Keep your DNS server software up to date with the latest security patches to address vulnerabilities. Rate limiting and query validation. Configure your DNS server to limit the rate of incoming DNS queries from a single source, preventing flooding attacks. Implement DNS response policy zones, RPZ, to block known malicious domains. Network monitoring. Use network monitoring tools and intrusion detection systems, IDS, to detect unusual DNS traffic patterns. Set up alerting systems for suspicious activity. Securing DNS servers. Isolate DNS servers from the public internet as much as possible. Implement strict access controls, firewalls, and intrusion detection systems. DNS cache clearing. Periodically clear the DNS cache on your DNS resolver to remove potentially poisoned data. This can be automated as part of regular maintenance tasks. DNS query logging. Enable DNS query logging on your DNS servers to keep a record of DNS queries and responses. This can be valuable for troubleshooting and detecting anomalies. User education. Reiteration. Continuously educate users about the dangers of phishing and the importance of secure browsing. Thank you for joining us today as we explored DNS poisoning attacks and the steps you can take to defend against them, including using pfSense to enhance DNS security. Remember to implement these preventive measures, stay vigilant, and keep your network secure. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit. Feel free to leave any questions or comments below for further discussion.